Welcome back to a brand new episode of Around the Geek with your host Terrell, and Dior is back again for the second consecutive week in a row. I can't believe this.
Oh man,
You
it's
know,
been great so far. It's been fun. Gives
yeah,
me
man.
something to do, man.
Take it how you get it, right?
Yeah,
We back with episode 171. 171 is not a small thing, especially in podcasting because it doesn't last long. But we're gonna get to 200. We gonna keep it going. Today we got a lengthy list of things to go through. The PlayStation State of Play. PlayStation State of Play was today. We
yes,
got a
sir.
ton of trailers, including the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer, which we're gonna talk in the show today, and we talk about what we think about that and what Disney Plus is doing. But we got a lot. But as you know, around the geek, we start off with what the hell we've been doing all week, right? Uh, Dior, you're the how does your week of gaming and TV watching been, or movie watch, whatever you did? We know you saw the Batman because if you guys haven't seen, we did a spoiler review which is on YouTube right now. Go check it out. Me and Dior did a spoiler on how magnificent the Batman was and how in love we are with Robert Pattinson after the mean things we
Right,
said about him.
right.
So, besides that, what have you done gaming wise, like TV wise, whatever?
So I really haven't done any much gaming and watching TV because last week we was talking about some manga and through the group chat, I've been reading One Piece and I've been hooked on that.
Yeah, I'm glad
So
you let it go. Yeah.
yeah, so right now I'm on like chapter like 110, somewhere in the 110, 120
Right.
range. And we're just now getting to Alabaster. This is actually where I stopped at because
So, so you got past all long part.
yep, got past all
Okay.
on part, got past that the whale, which is okay, but I'm pretty sure that's going to come back around because it seems like there's a lot more to that story, if you will. But
Right.
right now I'm in Alabaster. That's where I stopped at before, when I was in high school back in 2008, 2007, 2008. One Piece been running since 30 years, but
Yeah. What's the year? 97?
97. Okay, I'm maybe a little off, but
Right.
this is where I left off at. So I'm right back where I was at before, but back then I was watching it. So, but reading it is a whole different vibe, and so far I'm enjoying the chapters. Right now I'm averaging about like 5 to 10 chapters a day, and
That's light work, man. You gotta get your
I
numbers
know
up.
it's light work. I know it's light work, but I read if I'm on the train. So sometimes it's
Right.
hard to sleep on the train because I'm sleepy early in the morning. But right now, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. It's
Well, I
One
can't.
Piece.
Well, look, as you guys don't know, me and Dio also have a separate thing from the Around the Geek podcast where we talk manga weekly. As far as like what's released every week, and we talk about the new stuff and some of the ongoing stuff, and a lot of the manga is about to close, so that'll actually be up as well
Oh
after this
man,
episode. So you'll see us have that conversation, and then we'll have a new episode of a working title right now is Jump Around Around the Geek. Where we, like I said, we talk about manga because, like I said, I definitely want to hear more of your experience as you get more into the story
yes
of
sir.
One Piece. Like same here as well, man. I haven't really had a lot going on gaming wise because I've been doing a lot of reviews. So if you guys don't know, I'm also working with Big Gold Belt Media, and got a ton of reviews. I got a review with Kung Fu out right now. We got Jujutsu Kaisen coming, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. So seeing that
Yes sir.
reviews coming soon. And The Flash was tonight, and some other stuff as well. So did a lot of stuff with them, and more stuff coming. But the only thing I've had to touch this week was Tales of Arise. So that's the next big RPG on my list because I haven't even touched Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon
I
Forbidden Dawn
haven't
yet.
even brought it or touched it yet. It's
so
all good. I'm gonna get it now.
so I bought it. I bought the collector's edition. That was like what 200, 250 or whatever it was.
Okay, big spender.
I bought the collector's edition. And I haven't played it because I really want to finish Tales of Arise first because that's another Horizon's another RPG, so I don't want to get 30-40 hours into this other game and then put Tales of Arise on the side to the side. And I've had Tales of Arise first, so right now I'm kind of working my way through the back burner of all the games that I have right now. Other than that, I did buy WWE 2K22. So I haven't touched a WWE game in God knows how long. I haven't played a wrestling game in forever.
Oh man,
But you know,
I think the
me,
last wrestling game I played was when I was working with GameStop. That was back in like 2015.
right.
That's the last because we
Really?
had got I had got the game for free and that match was trash. But we
So,
had
so it must be like 2K15, 2K16.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, but it was
Um,
to me it was trash. I just
so
put it down.
if you got the Ultimate Edition of WWE 2K22, you get to play it 3 days early. That's like a thing that 2K does with a lot of their games. So if you get
Okay.
like the Super Edition, you get to play it like before release, which the original release is supposed to be Friday. What is Friday's date? Like the 11th or the 12th or whatever.
It's the 11. Yeah, it's
And
11.
I gotta say, despite a few character models, like I said, I'm gonna do a quick review once I get a little bit more into it. Despite a few character models where I'm kind of like, it kind of looks like that person, it plays very well. I'm really liking a lot of the modes. I really want to get into the GM mode, which is you just being a general manager and organizing a lot of the matches and stuff like that. And like I said, I really got too much because I really haven't had a chance to play it like that. But once I do, I'll do a quick review on the channel and let you guys know what I thought about that. Other than that, I'm just trying to beat Tales of Arise, play some Apex, and finish off a lot of the games because I still have a Series X, a Nintendo Switch with a ton of games I haven't finished, a PS4, a PS5 with a bunch of games. So I'm working my way through the backlog. I say this all the time, but I really wish I just had a hyperbolic time chamber where I could just sit and just play every single game that I need to finish, man. Because gaming as an adult is trash, dude.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If I can somehow just make it either a full-time career or a game while I'm at work, unlike you lucky sons of bitches that get to work from home and work.
Oh, right. Or being
Work,
able to, stream games and get
right?
paid
You don't
for it
have a
because, they got
supervisor
the
over your
hits.
back. You know what I mean? While you drink water, eat food in your boxes, you bastard. So other than that, I just played Tales of Arise because I'm trying to finish that. But yeah, that's the week, man. Weeks go by fast. We got a lot. So we just gonna go ahead and start off with the PlayStation State of Play today. And it wasn't a lot, but it was enough.
There were some games that caught my attention, and there were some games I was
Right,
already looking forward
but
towards.
nothing's coming out like next month. That's a lot because Tokyo Ghostwire comes out next month. But remember when they used to announce games and they used to come out like next month, next week, or like when they did E3, it was like after the show, the game will be available tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. Hype the game. Hype the games up right before they come out. Yeah, man.
Don't do that no more. So Tokyo. So if you don't know, PlayStation State of Play is pretty much their Nintendo Direct because everybody's copying Nintendo Direct, right? Microsoft does it now. Everybody cuts out the middleman, which was E3, and just does like a bi-monthly showcase of games that they have coming out. Now this one is
wasn't there something going on with E3? I think it was the rental space was getting a little bit too expensive. Something
I
like that
can
with
imagine
E3.
that. I mean, plus COVID didn't help that. COVID didn't help that situation. It was already a declining thing that they were kind of trying to get away from, and it was super costly for them to fly people out there and whatever. Even though Sony is based in California, one of their bases in California, Sony America is in California, but whatever. But yeah, PlayStation State of Play came on the day. It's like 20 minutes. So we're gonna go through, see how we felt about it, whatever. First game by Capcom. When I saw Capcom, I got excited, right? I'm just like, this can only be so many things. So game called Exo Primal.
Yeah.
Which is like you're in mech suits fighting dinosaurs. Now
So I have some comments on that. So when Destiny first came out,
right?
It wasn't a first game to at that 4-player co-op. I think Destiny put that uptick that that scale of rise above this scale and let's go from there, right? And I think that's what Exo Primal is at. It's trying to go beyond what Destiny was, and it seemed pretty cool, but I don't know yet though. I gotta see more gameplay.
I thought for sure it was Dino Crisis. I thought that's what was going on. I thought it was Dino Crisis the entire time. I was like, oh man, Dino Crisis, Capcom. Oh, this got to be Dino Crisis, right? No, it was not Dino Crisis. It's Anthem with dinosaurs.
Yeah,
So, and don't
that's
get
a
me
good
wrong,
knowledge right there.
it looks super cool, and I'm definitely
Yeah.
going to play it. What it does like to me is like, you remember Lost Planet, which is another Capcom game.
Uh-huh.
Lost Planet was another one of those games that looks similar to this,
Okay.
where you get mechs and you fight like these creatures on this ice planet and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And Lost Planet was an Xbox exclusive at one point in time. It was a cool game. But this looks pretty similar to that. It looks good though. But notice too. I want you to notice too. Like a lot of the state of play is they're saying everything is coming out for PS4 and PS5.
Mm-hmm.
So which pretty much like they're still so far away, getting away from PS4. One, because of the lack of systems out in the community. And remember, they were saying like they were going to have to start remaking PS4s, or they would have to put them back in production because of the lack of PS5s that's out here right now. So they're still trying to keep. So they're still trying to keep the PlayStation community alive by making sure that these games are available on both platforms. They shouldn't be, but they are. You know what I mean? But it's nice. It's nice to see that they are continuing to support the community, even though people can't get a freaking PS5
I
out
mean,
here.
that's what happens with the PS3 and PS4. The PS3 has been supported for a while until they started
Yeah,
to diverse to the
right.
PS4.
And it's only been like, when the PS5 come out, November of 2020.
Yep.
So it's only been like a year or so,
Mm-hmm.
year and a half. So I give it that. Usually it's like year 3 or 4. It's like, okay, we're turning the lights off. This is the season. This is the series finale. You got to hit the Will
Right.
Smith. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Time to walk out. But Exo Primal does look pretty cool. We finally get to see more of Tokyo Ghostwire, which actually comes
Oh
out
man.
this month.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that game, man. I
Yeah,
mean, it just
25th.
looks well. It looks
The
pretty.
25th. This is a first person Japanese as hell first person game. Reminds me of Breakdown on Xbox. And I don't know if you remember that. That was another Japanese game, and I want to say that was Capcom 2, where it was in first person mode and you had like abilities and stuff like that. The cover had like a red fist on it or something like that. You
Right,
probably
right.
remember it.
No, I don't, but
But
go
this game looks
on.
wild, like real wild. It looks visually, it looks really good.
Uh-huh.
I'm really hoping this takes advantage of the DualSense controllers. With the
Yeah,
move
yeah.
button.
I'm kind of curious how all those hand signs going to, be like.
Right.
This,
More of the touchpad, because like the only game that I've played so far that really takes advantage of like the PS5 controller stuff is the what's the game that's like the tech demo with the robot, and you play through the history of like PlayStation, Ast Robot.
oh, yeah.
Ast Robot.
Yeah. I mean,
So
they got that on the PS5 too. The Ast
right,
Robot.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. Like,
yeah.
so like that game, like you feel like the springs and the controller, like the different stuff you can do to the controller, the
Uh-huh.
motion controls.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I hope more games take advantage of the controller, because these controllers cost way too much not to use them, as they should. Same thing goes for the Switch. Not a lot of games take advantage of the Joy-Cons. Now they're starting to get back to the point where they want to implement the Joy-Cons more.
Mm-hmm.
With the Wii Sports and the golf and the soccer, they want to implement Joy-Cons more into the game, or have you use it more. Skyward Sword, they want you to use obviously the motion controls with that. They just, as they make these big gimmick, they make the things for these systems, and then they kind of abandon it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Kind of like PlayStation Move or Connect, whereas though like
Mm-hmm.
one point that was like, okay, but it was only like a handful of games that was actually worth playing. You know what I mean? So
With Dance Dance being one of the biggest ones.
So PlayStation exclusive, Tokyo Ghostwire comes out March 25th. Another dollar out of my pocket. That's just being snatched. So hopefully I can clean my plate before this comes out, man. So
I don't know, man. You got too many games that needs to be
I
played, and
do.
then they're gonna drop this on you. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm so behind, but I want to be so up to times with the new games coming out. But it's all good. We'll get there. But we still
I'm
want to get the reviews in, though, right?
yeah, you can't stop it. I'm hoping
The
to.
grind don't stop. Grind don't stop.
I'm hoping to find this pocket dimension of time where I could just play these games and like not sleep. or just somehow like I hit a scratch off and win a bunch of money and I can quit my job for like 20, 30 years. You know what I mean? So that'd be cool. Big thing on my list that was on here that I'm really excited about was Strangers of Paradise, which is a prequel Final Fantasy game. This is supposed to be like the origin of it all, and Chaos and the Warrior of Light. All of that is supposed to be from this game from Square Enix. And they said that it's going to be a new demo for the game today. So
I like Final Fantasy. I wouldn't call
15.
myself a fan of Final Fantasy, but I do love Final Fantasy. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. I think I'm gonna play it. Let me just play the demo and see how it is.
You haven't played the demo yet?
Nah,
they've had two demos out previous for this, so this is the final cut because the game comes out the 15th. So it's not. I don't think this is PlayStation exclusive, but this is also done by Team Ninja, who also does Dead or Alive and various other games that you're aware of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to buy it. I mean, this is without doubt. You throw Final Fantasy on anything, I'm gonna buy it. I don't care what it is. Final Fantasy Racing, Final Fantasy Golf, Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm buying it. But demo's out today. It looks good. You want to take down Chaos. The demo was hard as hell. I was getting my ass whipped. So if this is kind of like I don't want to say Devil May Cry, but it feels like a Devil May Cry Final Fantasy to me.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
But Devil May Cry got some crazy mechanics going on. If they make a Final Fantasy game like that, that's wild.
Right. The new PlayStation exclusive shown during this is the Fourspoken, which is the game where you're like a witch or you get some type of magical powers. This was supposed to come out May 25th, and apparently it magically got delayed to October 11th, which is cool because it's enough on my plate as is. You know what I mean?
That game looks just as beautiful as Ghostwire, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and
especially with everything that's going on in the screen and the amount of movement.
It looks like it's a very open world game, a very open world. Like you see that mountain, you go to that mountain, you find something. That's what it looks like to me. Look. And the spells and magic that's going on in there is like some type of OP character that's taking on the world. Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
It looks good, man. I mean, honestly, it's still too far out for me to get pumped about, but it does look good. And I'm glad we were able to see more gameplay since the last time they talked about it. Because I feel like the last they talked about it was probably like, hey, it's 2022. Definitely, what was it, last year? But I mean, I'm gonna need. Look, I need them to speed up because, like I said, May was like what 2 months away. So October's fine. I got enough on my plate. I still got Cyberpunk the play on PS5.
Yeah, I started. I'm playing it as well.
when the show's over, I'm just going to list games that I need to finish. Like that, you know what I mean? On top of maintaining my stuff on Final Fantasy 14 on a weekly basis. So it's tough. It's tough. Being an adult sucks. This Gundam Evolution that they introduced on here, that looks good. Looks like Gundam Halo. This looks like I've always wanted a first-person Gundam game, and this looks exactly like what I wanted.
Okay, so I'm guessing Dynasty Warriors Gundam didn't cut it for you.
This feels kind of like more of a Call of Duty.
Okay.
Like a Halo Call of Duty Gundam game. If I say, yeah. But no, Dynasty Warriors is cool, but there's no competitive side to it. You know what I mean?
I got you now. Okay.
Yeah, it was cool. Like it's all right. You know what I mean? No, that's good. I mean, apparently this is coming later and over to our side of town in 2022, but apparently Japan's going to get it in a couple months, which is always the case. But I'm hoping we get some type of demo or something that we could touch because, like I said, you had me at Gundam. That's all I needed to see. They had the Barbados Gundam. They had Exia. They had the I can't think of the original gun, the A7 or whatever, the MSA, whatever that first Gundam model was called. They had all those in the demo. I had to watch it again, but it looks really good, man. Had the TMT collection. I don't know how.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has not been that great of a run, in my opinion.
Gaming wise?
Yeah, gaming wise.
Nah, I feel like after Super Nintendo, is like the downfall of Teenage
Yeah,
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, okay, I guess you can live some childhood, but I'm not gonna play those other
Nah, man, I'm
TMTs.
definitely pumped now. This better not be more than $25. I tell you that much. So Konami has the license to this, and of course Nickelodeon. So they're combining their powers to be and giving us everything, all the classics from Turtles in Time to the arcade game to the fighter tournament, everything from that era of Ninja Turtles we're getting on console. I'm excited.
What about the PS2 version? I mean, that was
Which one?
uh, I forget what it's called, but it was like that mess was just trash. I'm sorry.
When this comes out, I'm definitely buying it. So I mean, he had to sell me on a TMNT. I love me some Turtles. I do, like I said, I do wish they had a more. Matter of fact, they are working on a modernized Ninja Turtle game. It's not in this collection, obviously.
Okay.
It's still like an arcade style one, like kind of similar to Turtle in Time.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen it. I was taking the trailer later, but like, yeah, they all working on a new one that's supposed to come out this year.
Well, I hope
it's weird
good.
it's weird they decided to drop this during the state of play because it's not a PlayStation exclusive. But it still looks cool. Kaiju Brawler Giga Bash.
Okay, so I saw that, but I wasn't into it.
Yeah, this looks like a 3v1. Like somebody's like the kaiju and like somebody else is like, trying to take you out. So it's been a while since they've had a game like this where like since like Evolve on Xbox, where somebody was like the monster and everybody else was like the hunters, and you had to take everybody out. And I think every time you kill somebody, like you evolved and you got stronger and stronger. But this looks cool. I mean, it really didn't get a lot of it, but I mean, this definitely looks like something I would pick up because I'm a big kaiju guy. So, Godzilla, all that good stuff. It looks fun. PS4 and PS5 apparently. I'm not sure if it's exclusive. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So
before we hit JoJo, Trek to Yomi real quick because I've been itching to talk about it. Is that what you list?
Yeah, it's like the next thing. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Okay, you know what? My bad. I'm gonna hold on. Let me hold on. Go ahead and talk about JoJo because I haven't played not one JoJo game. I love the anime series, but I have not played not one JoJo game.
Besides when we played that fighting game when we were at the hotel that we played JoJo, the arcade game.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So this is actually, I guess this is a remaster of the All-Star Battle that was already on PS3. So me and Warren both had this game on PS3. This game is worth like $70-$80 now, or if not more. This pretty much covered the all of JoJo up until the end, like everything up to the end of JoJo. Not like the anime, but everything. So I was pretty hyped to be able to play this game because the only way for me to play it is to turn my PS3 on and then pop that joint up in there, which is fine because the PS3 is hooked up in another room. But nobody feel like doing that. But I'm cool. Like I said, this covers everything. Over 50 freaking characters. Hopefully they change up a little bit more of the gameplay if they can. Depends on how much. And then like I said, we get some online fighting with it. Because I remember originally playing it was a little stiff. But this looks cool. I'm glad that they're able to get the license back for this. I'm not sure who the publisher was or who who was working on it, but I'm glad we're getting this again. What was it? What would you say? Trek to Yomi?
Trek to Yomi. Yeah. So it's been a while since we had a good not really a while since we had a good samurai game because the last good samurai game we had was Ghost of Tsushima. Really good game, open world, and according to some experts, some of the sword play in it was actually pretty legit. Right. So then we get Trek to Yomi, which is some type of side scroller, but pretty dynamic in that type of era. To where they took some of the I'm not sure it was made by the same team, but they took some of the mechanics from Ghost of Tsushima and plugged it into Trek to Yomi for the gameplay wise, like the whole sword play and stuff.
Right.
It's pretty black and grayish, take you back to that, make you feel like you're part of the world and stuff like that. I'm excited about this game because it's another samurai game to it.
It seems to me, and I can't really confirm, but it seems like it's kind of like a Ghost of Tsushima like Souls type game. You know what I mean? Like, because it seems like you die and then you kind of work your way back, and then they don't really give you a lot of how it plays, just more so of like the fight mechanics. But if I had to guess, it looks kind of like like I said, kind of like a Souls game where you kind of, if you die, you come back, or you gotta like travel back through whatever to get back to, you know, where you were. But again, without seeing more gameplay, and how there's no real way to confirm that. So
I'm excited about
it
it.
looks good.
I just want, I want another samurai game after Ghost of Tsushima, and this seems to be talking
it looks
right
good.
now. Yeah.
So we're getting Returnal. Returnal's getting an update with multiplayer. So we're getting Returnal with multiplayer. So
Did
you can get.
Did you play that? Did you play Returnal?
I did. I got my ass whipped. Yeah, so that's my whole point. Like I could definitely use some help. So I don't know if that's going to make it harder, or if it's going or what. But I could definitely use some help in return. So this update is going to add more stuff to it, and going to give you the ability to be able to add a second player in your world.
I'm trying to remember. Was Returnal free on the PlayStation Plus? It wasn't? Okay. There is some type of discount program? I remember seeing it on like a PlayStation Plus.
It's been like $50-$60 for a while.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been like $50 or $60 for a while. So we got was it Dio Field Chronicle, which looks like a blatant it looks like a blatant Fire Emblem ripoff. And it's cool because it's Square Enix, so I let them pass, but this definitely looks like Fire Emblem, like straight up. Like this looks like Fire Emblem. I ain't really got too much to say about it, like I said, other than that, but it looks like Fire Emblem. And last on the state of play was Valkyrie Elysium, which is another game by Square Enix, who has apparently got their money so deep in Sony's pockets right now. This was good. This looks like that good old JRPG that we expect from. I was hoping for Final Fantasy 16. But this is
some sort of announcement on Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, you know, something.
We so far from getting that. Think about how long it took to get the first part, you know what I mean? And then they still trying to figure out how they want to do it outside of Midgar. You know what I mean? Because like this is the open world portion of the game of Final Fantasy VII Remake. So it'll be curious as to how they wound up doing that. You know, I mean, without changing.
Then you got the next question: is it going to be like 2 parts, or is it going to be like 3 parts? You know, how do you want to work this? Right?
I'm really hoping it's just 2 parts, man. The idea that they've broken this down into I mean, if it's 3, fine, but like the fact that they're even breaking this down into 2 and 3 parts is ridiculous. I really feel like they could just go ahead and just finish the other half of it in part 2.
I don't know,
but unfortunately, you know, money is a thing, and they want to get paid, and they know fanboys of the Final Fantasy series are definitely going to want. They're definitely going to want this next part. So we'll see. But no, this game's look good, man. This is kind of like a Bayonetta. Looks like a real Bayonetta thing. So, like I said, I mean, I definitely will check it out. I don't know if you I mean, obviously you saw the trailer. Like I said, looks good. Like I said, I really got much to say about it until they give us more. This was short. This was short state of play. They didn't really give us a lot. Like I was hoping, like I said, I was hoping for more stuff that we didn't know about.
Right.
Especially, I mean, it's not like they were pumping up this.
Is it God of War coming out this year too?
Yeah, I was hoping they would have put that on there, but they did say this was more focused on the Japanese release of stuff. Okay. You know what I mean? So that'd be cool. What was it? That was all the state of play.
Yeah, it was only like 4 games I was looking towards too. Now that there's added 5th, I'll check out who's that? Returnal? Yeah, the multiplayer. Yeah. So I'm gonna check that out, see how that is once I get the time, because I don't work from home.
Yeah, I wish. Work from home, bastard. We're getting Gotham Knights. So the DC game that is.
Oh, the 4-player game. That's right. Yeah.
I
It's
don't know.
coming out what, October or something like that?
Yeah, it's coming out in October. I'm not sure if this is directly, if this is tied into the Arkham games and it's following up after the whole thing at the end of Arkham Knight. You finished all those games, right?
Yeah, I sure did. Yeah.
Right. So we know at the end of Arkham Knight, like Batman quits after getting his identity outed and then blows up his house.
Right.
Because that's the move. And we're like, okay, whatever. So I mean, like this is coming to October. We got this announced. When did they announce this? They announced this in like 2020. Like
it's been a couple years. Yeah.
This is another game we were supposed to get like early on, but apparently this is like either further back. So Warner Brother Games, what is you doing? We need this right now. Let us know. So I mean, I'm excited about it. I mean, I haven't played an Arkham game in God knows how long. I feel like Spider-Man was pretty much like the substitute for Batman after that.
It sure was.
I mean, some would say a little bit more interesting, but you know, it is what it is. Advanced Wars is getting delayed because of the Ukraine-Russia war right now that's going on. Because
kind of a bad time to put out another war game. Like, hey.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, and respectfully, I do understand that, right? Like, I just don't think that anybody is thinking this cartoony anime game is directly tied to insulting anybody in the Ukraine, whatever. But I get it. Let the smoke die down. Release your game. But damn, I wanted to play it. They kept talking about it. It's always something, man. Like, come on. So as you know, that whole acquisition of Activision to Microsoft bought Activision and Blizzard and all that stuff like that. Well, it's like I said, the stockholders aren't too happy about that. They trying to get some money. They're claiming that there was some inside stuff, some inside baseball going on that led to the sale and whatever. Whatever. It's whatever, man. I mean, Microsoft gonna pay whoever that's gonna be the day. I just find it funny, like, why wait till now to be like, all right, now we gonna sue you, yo. Like, you could have. I mean, it's crazy how fast the sale moved when it happened, because that is a big deal. That company is big. That's not like they just buy like one of these little small studios, nothing like that.
Yeah, Microsoft really did, just come out with a whole bag. All right, we buying you. This is how much you want to get. I set the deal. That was kind of crazy because who did Sony buy right after Microsoft brought Blizzard? Who did Sony buy? Didn't Sony buy something like in competition with that? But it wasn't as much money.
I don't think it was direct response. They bought Bungie.
Yeah, that's what it was. Bungie. Yeah.
Which Bungie was working on Destiny. Destiny might as well say was a PlayStation exclusive, even though it wasn't, but it kind of felt like it was.
Wait, wasn't Halo Bungie?
It was, and now 343 is working on Halo.
Okay, got you. Okay,
but Halo is still a Microsoft Xbox IP. Regardless,
okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so right. they ain't putting out no Halo games no time soon. So unless it's on PC or Xbox. But I just thought that whole lawsuit thing was ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, where were you at like 2 months ago when they talked about this? Like, you getting the Steam Deck?
The Steam Deck? No.
It's like the PC Switch.
Maybe. Because I have a crappy computer and it's just a fun computer that I can work on, but it's probably be another method for me to play some of those Steam games that I've been wanting to play. One of the biggest ones is Civilization. I love that game. Haven't really played the more up to date ones since Xbox 360, but that's besides the point. But
I mean, I don't know. It is, to me. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, a lot of people say that it's okay. Honestly, I don't have enough of a Steam library to justify getting a Steam Deck. I mean, if somebody gave me one, cool, I'll use it. But typically Steam games are cheap all the time. They always got sales. You can spend $100, get like 1,000 games. So I don't know. Depending on what the price is for it. I mean, if I don't know how much it is, it's probably anywhere like $300 or $400. But depending on what the price is, I'll probably get one before the year is out. And then maybe that'll encourage me to use my Steam library a little bit more, because I do have games, I just don't play.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Same thing, like I got StarCraft. I enjoy StarCraft a lot, but yeah, we'll see.
apparently, speaking of Steam, apparently they bringing Glover back, which was like the rip-off glove of Mario. It looks like Mario 64, dude. Like, I remember seeing Glover in the store in like KB Toys and Toys R Us when when I was growing up, and I never played it. So, and I read this article, and it was like fan favorite Glover is coming to Steam. I'm like, who is asking for Glover? Who like who? It's like, you know what we need? We need a Glover HD remake. Um, the Walking Dead. Walking Dead is getting yet another spinoff. If you've lost count, this is number 3 or 4.
Wait, this is a game or
This
is
is
this?
the series. So, you know, the original series right now, it's in its final season. Like, this is it.
What? Oh my goodness! I'm
So,
so behind the time with Walking Dead. I think I
right.
stopped at like season 6 or 7
Yeah, you ain't the
when
only
Negan
one.
was in play.
You ain't the only one. So, this spinoff is dealing with Negan and Maggie. So
Wait,
Negan,
why is Negan and Maggie together? Whatever.
yes, yeah. So they've hashed that situation, and you gotta watch the show because it's ridiculous. But yeah, it's like, so the main show is going to end, and so we still got Beyond the Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, this new one, and this another one.
No.
I'm like, all right, man. But this
Like,
is
who
right
is
now.
watching Walking Dead? Like,
Man,
what the fan base is at?
people love this show, man. As AMC's bread and butter right now. Like,
Okay, all
so like
right.
it's
Make your
ridiculous.
money, NC. Make your money.
I mean, I don't know. It just didn't need another spinoff for me personally. But we'll see how it goes from there. Thought this was hilarious. Man was sentenced to 3 years in prison for spending COVID release money on a first edition
You
chart.
know what? That man knew he was going to get caught. Like, why would he go out and do that, man? Like, come on now.
$57,000.
And he got $86,000 from the government. Like, why you go ahead and do that, man? You know that money given to you is trap.
It's been a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you file your taxes, don't worry. Did you receive a stimulus from the government? Yes or no? Don't worry. There's no penalty. don't worry about it. We won't increase anything.
Yeah, my girlfriend said, "I'm not getting no taxes this year." I said, "Well, did you get that stimulus check?" Yeah, well, that's why.
Yoink. But yeah, that dude's in jail for 3 years for
And he has to
embezzling
pay back
embezzling
$10,000.
funds. So
And he has to pay $10,000, and he has to turn over that charge off card.
yeah, man, gotta get that Charizard back, brother. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Everybody getting got with fake Pokemon cards, man. Your boy Logan Paul or Jake Paul, whichever they're the same character.
Listen, man, that man's an idiot. He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. He brought those Pokemon cards. He knew exactly what he was doing. Publicity. I wish I had money like that, though. I need to, hit him and say, give me that
just
money.
to buy one piece of cardboard. Yeah, we get that. Speaking of Microsoft, one more time, everybody is now pulling everything American is getting pulled from Russia right now because this is like their solidarity moment, their moment of like whatever, they're standing against Russia. Everybody's for the Ukraine, so everybody's doing something, and Microsoft is like pulling sales apparently from.
Yeah, so I mean, it's nice to see that the world is trying to come together to stop what they're doing. But however, the Russian citizens that does not want part of the war are protesting. And then some people, they rely on the streaming services like some people here in America. That's their only source of income because I think Twitch is stopping. Netflix has stopped their services over there. I think Twitch is also stopped.
I can't tell if these media companies are trying to cause some type of insurrection and have the citizens kill Putin, because they can't watch next season of Love Is Blind. You can't shop at your local Target. Like if that's the case, that's like a smart strategy. Like I would hate to be a Russian citizen. Damn, I can't buy them new games. Like I got nothing to do with that, yo.
Right, right.
Like,
I mean, what you mean I can't go on YouTube and watch this guy play,
right.
Super Mario because now, streaming services better be
Hey man,
canceled.
gone are the days where you could just go out and assassinate a public figure. You know what I mean? I'm not encouraging it. That's not what we're saying on this show. Joke. So I don't know if you know about you watch Futurama, right?
Yeah, I watched Futurama.
So for the last month or so, the whole thing was like John Maggio. I cannot think of his freaking name. The guy who plays Bender was protesting because like he was like, nah, I want more money.
So that's why he wasn't in the
right.
A couple episodes, right? Or was that a season?
No, they haven't started it yet. They haven't started.
Okay.
Yet. He's been in the entire series, but like they were going to start the series without him. And they went up, the fans was pissed off and he was protesting. And apparently he was also trying to get the rest of everybody that's on the show paid more money as well.
Okay.
So they wound up caving. They wound up, giving him what he wanted and he coming back. I just thought it was a big deal, man, because you usually like with these things, man, they usually just move on. But I think with him, just because his voice is so iconic as the character, it's really hard to like replace.
This wouldn't be the first time that the fan base will bully a producer to heck. Like, for instance, Sonic, right? When Sonic first came out, that was a terrible character design, and the internet literally bullied those people, and they changed up Sonic in an instant. The same thing was going to happen with the Futurama.
Right. So I'm glad. I mean, I like Futurama. Still trying to finish watching it. Warren has watched this show like multiple times back to back. I'm still trying to watch it the once. But Warren is also a product of the work from home. We just talked about.
Right, like he can come on the TV and work. I'm like, come on, man.
Nah, man, I'm working, man. All right, whatever, man.
But those episodes are still going. You paying some type of attention to them.
Yeah, let me see your Netflix traffic. Let me see your statistics. Let me see your gaming log. Trophy.
Like I asked him today, we were in WWE in the rest of the world. He's like, I'm still in 1999. I'm like, shit, I haven't even started yet.
That man watched like 3 years of wrestling in a week. Granted, these shows like an hour a piece. I'm like, all right, man, you're busy. All right, I got you. Big deal. Evo 2022. Evo's coming back in 2022. If you don't know, Evo was the big.
Oh man, cap it up!
Yeah, Evo is the big fighting game. Evo is the grand stage from all Evo. Usually done in Las Vegas, televised. Is streamed. Everything. Obviously, we have not had Evo properly done or at all since the pandemic started because like that's a tournament that needs to be done in person. You know what I mean? Even though they could do it online, the latency and everything is just not the same. Right. Somebody's going to complain. So I'm happy. I'm ready to see some fighting games, man. I'm ready to. This is really what esports is all about when it comes to the fighting games.
Yeah, I'm more excited about Street Fighter. Well, the big two, Street Fighter and Tekken.
Right.
Those are always the good goals. Of course, Dragon Ball Super now.
The lineup for this year for Evo 22. Street Fighter Championship Edition, Tekken 7, Guilty Gear Strive, which just came out, Mortal Kombat 11, King of Fighters, new one, Melty Blood, DBZ Fighters, of course, Grand Blue, and Skullgirls. And Evo is August of 2022. And of course, I think I own like 7 out of these games I just named. But I'm happy, man. I'm happy to see especially those dudes that's like their job. What I mean? All they do is play video games. They play fighting games all year round and go and win this prize money. And some of this prize money be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially in Evo.
Yes. Like, damn, if I would have stayed in that field, I would have been right there with them.
And again, this fighting games is one of those things. Like, I feel like you really can't casually play a fighting game. You have to play that every day. That has to be the only thing that you play. Like some people, some of these freaks, they pick it up for like a week and be like, "Oh, I'm ready to go to Evo." I can't do that. I suck. All right, it's like, "Oh, I already got the combos down. They already got the top."
It's not just the combos. You gotta get the mechanics of every fighter down. Like, who you gonna pick as your main? Who's your secondary? Who's your third tier? You got to be really good with them.
Hopefully, as we move into this era of everybody getting vaccinated, hopefully, and this virus or COVID dying down, we can get back to having things like Evo again and like big I can't think of the word conventions and stuff like that where mass gathering. People didn't care anyway; they was going to do it regardless. But
right.
But I'm like I said, I can't wait to see Evo. It's really exciting, man. The tension between these people, man, is insane. So if you never watch Evo, go back and watch some Evo stuff on YouTube or wherever it's at. And then we're gonna round out our show here after all that goodness we just gave you with a couple of trailers. So we got Deep Water, starring Ben Affleck, who is always in a crazy relationship in every movie he's in for whatever reason. Did you check out this trailer?
I didn't. I like Ben Affleck, but I got tired of it.
So
no disrespect to Ben Affleck, but
so this is
good movie
starring the woman who was in the last No Time to Die, and she was also in Knives Out. And I am trying to think of her name as I pull it up at this moment. But she was in that movie, and pretty much like I think this is going to be on Hulu like the next week or so. But like Ben Affleck allows his wife to have affairs in order to avoid a divorce to become a prime suspect in the disappearance of her lovers. Ooh,
that's messy.
He allows his wife to have affairs. Man, that doesn't
listen. That type of thing goes on in today's world. So
if that's not the origin for a serial killer, I don't know what it is. But no, the trailer is good, and Anna D. Armas is her name, and it looks good, man. She's like extremely attractive. So I mean, this looks good. Ben Affleck just keeps getting in these bad marriages and all these movies he's in. So I don't know what the deal is, but it was good. Next we got Ben Affleck. I'm sorry, not Ben Affleck. I just said Ben Affleck. What is this guy's name? Jennifer Aniston's old husband was married to Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt and this movie called Bullet Train.
I wasn't able to. I think I skipped that. Yeah, I think I saw Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm like, let me check on this one.
So Bullet Train looks good. It looks like it looks like John Wick on a bullet train, and like the whole thing from what we can see is like Brad Pitt's character is going on to secure a case. He doesn't want to get into any issues. He wants to get the case and be done with the job. And of course, that's not the case. It's a lot of big names in this movie. My man Paperboy is in this movie. Paperboy's in the movie, and a whole bunch of other people. It looks good. And this is only in theaters which is the new subtle threat of take your ass to the movie theater because we're not going to be on streaming until
I'm glad to see come up on the rise is Paperboy because he was in Eternals, right?
Yeah, he been getting work.
Yeah,
he been doing a lot of stuff, man.
And the guy from his partner in crime, he was also in Sorry to Bother You. Because I forget his name, but he started to come up on the rise too. Yeah.
Man, what is his name? It's gonna come to me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, they
those two underground black actors coming up in some mainstream shows. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these two are straight from the hood, the streets. Right. The streets.
I don't know. Because he was in that Death Note movie too, and that was trash.
I think he was just trying to get his name on the map. So I feel
like Donald Glover really put them on. Like, not that he wasn't good before, but like that show really put them in a good spotlight.
It sure did. It sure did.
So, like I said, I mean, like they've definitely come up. Brian Tyree Henry and Lakeith Stanfield is who the heck we're talking about right now. And sorry to bother you was weird as shit. Like I was watching that like, what is going on?
Yeah, so it is, I'm trying to be like you, though. I'm trying to be like you. You smell real good.
all bottles on me, player. They got a new. So Paramount has a new Star Trek show this time. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Star Trek, but this time it's following the adventures of Christopher Pike, who was the captain before Kirk. So Paramount Plus is thriving on Star Trek right now, man. So this will be. They got Discovery. They're gonna have this. They got Picard, and they got the animated show right now. That's all Paramount Plus originals.
Who is that black actress? She's in the
Sonequa
Star Trek movie. Oh, man,
Sonequa Green Martin.
I
Sonequa
love her,
Martin Green.
man. I think I follow her on Instagram. I love her, man.
Yeah, she was on Walking Dead too.
I love her. I don't care what nobody says. I love her.
But
if we come past this, I love you. I love you.
No, I think I'm not sure if this is after. Or this has to be after or before she comes into play, because like the whole Starfleet thing is so. It's like it's a big thing, but like Star Trek is killing it on Paramount Plus right now. So if you just subscribing for Star Trek, they got you covered. They got you.
Yeah, they sure do.
and live action. Atlanta season 3. So we're just talking about Brian Tyree and Lakeith. Atlanta's coming back. One of my favorite shows.
I haven't finished season 1.
What?
And when season 2 came out, I procrastinated. I said, man, they ain't gonna finish this because they keep pulling it, And here we are on season 3. I'm like,
now you need to watch that, man. That show's hilarious.
I know it's hilarious. Dry movie is the best, man.
So this season they are out of the country. Paper Boy's blowing up, and the show just gets weird. I don't want to say too much, but definitely check out the trailer. This, like I said, this looks good. I can't wait to watch it. It comes out this month. I want to say like the 25th, but some towards the end of the month.
Okay.
But it looks good. Atlanta season 3, right? Like you can't go wrong with that. And last but not least on our fantastic list, something they've been talking about and hitting at forever. Jesus Christ. I feel like they've been talking about it, and I'm like, when are we gonna get a trailer? We finally got a trailer today for Obi-Wan Kenobi. So we get to see your boy Ewan McGregor back on screen, creeping through the sands of Tatooine. This looks good. And I'm already seeing comments like people like, man, that trailer was better than Boba Fett. I'm like, you know what it is? Like, people just really like seeing lightsabers and Jedi, man.
Yeah.
Too straight up. Like, you think Star Wars, you can't. You gotta have some Jedi, and that's one of the parts that makes the Mandalorian so good is that introduction of Ahsoka and Luke back into the fold. Like, okay, yeah, Mandalorians are cool, but we want to see some Jedi. We want to see some lightsabers.
Right.
This is obviously dealing with that time period in between Obi-Wan watching over Luke and making sure he good. And this is also dealing with that time period where they were still hunting down the remaining of the Jedi. So we see like Inquisitors in the show. If you don't know who Inquisitors are, you need to be watching the other animated Star Wars shows that's on Disney Plus. And
like Clone Wars is pretty good. It's long.
Clone Wars is amazing.
Yeah, that is good. It gets you absorbed real quick. And
you get lightsabers every episode.
right.
Which is, everybody likes lightsabers, man. That's what makes Star Wars so good. Not every episode, but like the stories are really good in that show. And
there's always some action scene going on. Yeah.
Right. It does a really good job of covering that big hole of story in between the Clone Wars and episode 3 when Anakin turns to the Vader overnight. You know what I mean? It wasn't overnight, but like it was pretty good. But Kenobi, man, like they've been talking about this for a while. Didn't really know the direction they were going to go with it. They keep hinting at another fight between him and Vader again, because we obviously know how this ends. And when Obi-Wan fights Vader and he disappears, yada yada yada, either turns to a freaking Force ghost. But this is their bread and butter, and this comes out in 2 months. This comes out May 25th. So be prepared to see some more lightsabers, man. Which is right now. Star Wars is killing it on Disney Plus, man. I'm sorry. What did you think about the trailer?
I'm excited. Like I was excited for the Mandalorian. I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
I still got to catch up on Boba Fett. Don't judge me.
It's cool. It's cool. The first 3 episodes was like really slow. and then it picks up really quickly and gets good.
It wasn't that how WandaVision was. Like it started off like confusing, like.
I didn't think the pacing for WandaVision was bad at all. I think it did exactly what it was supposed to do and build the suspense up
Yeah.
into figuring out what really was, because for a while on that show, and I'm going on a tangent, but on the while on that show they made it seem like it was an outside presence that had affected what was going on, but all along it was Wanda, and Wanda did this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was a good show, but like I said, they killing it on Disney Plus right now. All these prices increasing for these streaming service. Hulu hit me
I'm about to
today.
cancel my Netflix, so they're going crazy.
See, and that's the argument, right? Like Netflix, like I feel like the highest I'm willing to go is 20, but I feel like for what you get for Netflix is worth more than what you're actually paying. There's a lot of licensed content on there that if you try to buy outright or whatever would cost you way more than paying Netflix $10, $12, whatever it is. Like to buy an entire season. And I know like for people that buy physical media or buy digital content, it costs way more to buy that stuff than it does to stream it, obviously, but either here or there. Obi-Wan looks good. I can't freaking wait for it to come out May 25th. That is the last trailer I had for the day. Like I said, it was the state of play. We had a bunch of trailers today. We found Dior again, man. I'm so happy.
One more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
That Batman, the new Batman animated series, but it's voiced by Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves is in Super Pets. Oh
yeah.
Speaking of which, news alert. Those movies just got pushed back.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Aquaman got pushed back. Flash got pushed back.
Okay.
So if you were excited about seeing that, it sucks. Flash was like the only movie I actually wanted to see. So I'm glad we got Batman.
Yeah.
Those movies got pushed back. Boo. But Keanu Reeves is gonna be Batman, and he sounds like Keanu Reeves.
Yep.
Not even doing a Batman, but yeah, that's gonna be us for the night, man. We're glad you guys can tune in for another episode. It's been 171. Again, check out the new reviews on our website at Around the Geek, on YouTube at Around the Geek. Go to our website at aroundthegeek.com. We're also on Instagram at ATG_podcast and on Twitter for the same thing. Check us out on that, and also check out the reviews on Big Gold Belt Media as well, or biggoldbelt.com. See a lot of the reviews on the channel done from us on there as well.
So if fans was to go on any of your social media page, would they be able to check out all the links on those?
Yeah, working on that.
Okay.
So yeah, majority of the links and stuff are there. Like I said, just biggest thing is just making sure everybody, support us, leave us comments in this video. Once you see this up on YouTube, and like I said, I'll have a bunch of other reviews and stuff for you guys in the feed. The Batman spoiler review, if you guys have seen it, is already up, featuring me and Dior. Check it out, and that's it. But other than that, on that note, I'm out. We're out.
Yes, sir.
See you.